Hi there, I'm Davyne and welcome to my video on making silk roses. These are a wonderful old art form, and the ones that I'm going to teach you how to do are reminiscent of the ones that you can buy very expensively in the couture houses in Paris. I'm also including in this video a section on making these gorgeous Duchess satin gardenias, and also there's a section on airbrushing the flowers once you're through so that you can get a beautiful, natural, wonderful blush on your flowers. So sit down and enjoy your lessons, and then look in the section of sources so that you'll know where to order your supplies and your tools. And before long you're going to be making flowers just as beautiful as this. Here's a stash of my silk fabric that I like to work with, and I should stress that I think silk is absolutely the best for doing your flowers. My favorite is this wonderful satin georgette because it's a little crepey on one side, but it's got a really soft silky finish on the other. And because of that crepiness, it kind of picks up the glue and the starch a little bit. It gives it a little more body, yet when you're through with it, even though it's got a little more body to it, it holds better, it still gives you a beautiful, delicate petal look on the silk. So that's my favorite. Each of these will give you just a slightly different look to the fabric, but they'll all be pretty. They're the ones that I found the best to work with, and you can get plenty of variety out of those. So here's a close-up of some of my collection of vintage silk roses that I've used for inspiration. So again, I use my arm, I kind of stabilize it with my arm, so that keeps it in position, keeps it from stretching out too much. Use that, see how the square comes there? Use that to make your side, undulate the fabric so that you have kind of like a little ruffle the edge. I do include patterns for rose petals, but I think you'll find that after just a couple of sessions you can just freehand your petals with no problem. Use the pattern as a guideline in the beginning. So now, when this heats up, this little rat tail heats up, I'm going to show you how to put a little curled edge on. You're going to go like the opposite. You go the opposite way that you would think that you would. There you go. You can adjust how much comes out by how much air pressure you have. So you do that by, you adjust the air pressure by just turning this little nozzle up here. And then, so I like to do a dark purple on red. It gives a nice coloration. Kind of hold it back a little bit. So here's the red rose that I airbrushed, and you can see it's got some nice coloring, subtle coloring in there compared to the solid red. It just gives a little more detail, a little softer look